Oh my god. Okay, I've been laughing for probably the last 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll explain. So J Roar, he is a YouTuber that many of you know. He's, in my opinion, a good YouTuber. I subscribe to him. I like his videos. I think he's a good person, good guy, whatever. Don't know him personally at all. I've actually never spoken to him at all. Here's the point. He made a video titled "Ben Affleck is not Batman?" Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, crazy fan theory. And, you know, I understand why he made the video. I mean, it pops out at you as you're a fan of Batman v Superman and you're looking forward to the film and you see a trailer that says the actor that is portraying Batman is not Batman. You're like, what? What? And crazy fan theory doesn't even begin to describe the nonsense that this person is actually perpetrating on the screen in front of my very eyes. And I'll basically explain to you what the theory says. Upon watching this video, and J Roar, he was being very serious in the video and just presenting it as something. He wasn't endorsing it or saying it was true, but he was presenting it as a realistic theory, and I was literally laughing. I was laughing so hard because this is the most ridiculous, nonsensical thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So here's this guy's theory, and I hope J Roar doesn't mind me using his infographic or whatever from his video. He might take it or flag it or whatever because I've kind of trashed him. I'm not trashing him at all. I'm just saying I was very humored. I was humored very much so by the video that he, posted talking about this theory that's just absolute nonsense. Okay, so let's just get right into it here. And basically, here's his theory. This guy's nonsensical theory. It's that the Dark Knight trilogy is canon. And the V in Batman v Superman stands for 5. Like, V in Roman numerals, for those you don't know, is 5. So, basically, it's not Batman vs Superman, it's Batman 5 Superman, guys. Just get with it here. John Blake is the Joker. Yeah, John Blake, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is the kind of young gun, kind of cop. He's Joker. That's the Joker, obviously. And why do we know that? Because his name's Robin. Duh. I mean, his name's not Jason Todd. It's not Tim Drake. No, it's Robin. His name's Robin. So beyond the fact that the Dark Knight trilogy is canon, which makes no sense because in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, it is a realistic take on superheroes and is completely grounded, and you may think, oh, well, that's not realistic, Basically, there's no magic, there's no aliens, there's no people flying around, there's no kryptonite, none of that. It's a real-life take on Batman, which is why it makes no sense for it to be mixed with the DC Cinematic Universe, which is clearly not based in reality. Don't even get me started on that any further, I'll just leave it at that. He says that this image of Bruce Wayne, no, not Bruce Wayne, this is Slade, this is Deathstroke. So Ben Affleck is playing Deathstroke, guys, not Bruce Wayne, get that out of your head. So this is Deathstroke here in the Batsuit looking at the Bat Signal, and he's waiting for the metahuman robots to come down and, wait for the party to start. By the way, Bizarro is the main villain in this film, and Christian Bale is going to be coming back as Batman in the Justice League movie. So basically, Batman won't even be in Batman v Superman. Why would that make sense? Why would Batman be in Batman v Superman? It's Deathstroke v Superman. It's not even Deathstroke v Superman. It's Deathstroke 5 Superman. Remember, because the V means 5 in Roman numerals. I'll link this crazy, fucking nonsensical fan theory. Sorry for cussing. This is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And, I don't want to bash J Roar for bringing it up or whatever. And I enjoyed watching this video because I've never laughed that hard in my entire life. But, that's ridiculous. There's no words for that. Let me just quickly explain something to you guys. Batman v Superman will be one of the most watched and most popular films of all time. Up to this point. Seriously. Batman v Superman, Star Wars, films like it are going to sell so much and get so many people in seats on the first night, the first weekend. It is mind-blowing. So we as fans sometimes like to think in-depthly about stuff that's not there. Stuff that people like Zack Snyder didn't even think about putting into the film. And the reason they didn't is because the film has such a mass appeal. I would be willing to bet you $1 million that in the Dark Knight, well, not the first night, let me first what I was about to say. The majority of people that watch this film, Batman v Superman, have no idea who not only Deathstroke is, but Darkseid. I will bet you $1 million that at least half, probably more. So you're talking about Bizarro coming in here, and John Blake from this film. Most people don't even remember who John Blake is. He was a minor character. I mean, people like you and I do, but you gotta understand who the appeal is. People like, oh yeah, Rose Wilson, the daughter of Slade, that's what they're talking about. She's gonna make an appearance too. Get out of here. That's nonsense. It's not gonna happen. And, you know, I don't mean to crush your feelings or anything like that. And if you come up with any of these crazy fan theories, I mean, that's awesome. I love it. You know, it's cool or whatever, and I like talking about them. But there's people in the comments of his video and people like, this is brilliant. He really is the Joker, isn't he? It's like, yeah, he becomes Robin, and then he's the Jason Todd Robin, and then he becomes the Joker, because, remember, there was another crazy fan theory that Jason Todd is Joker and not Robin. This crazy stuff. I will just leave you with this. Think about the audience that Batman v Superman and even Suicide Squad, to a degree, are catering to. Think about, you know, the family, you know, they just got off church on Sunday evening, you know, in March or whatever, and Grandpa's there and Grandma, and they're going to just watch, and you know, 10-year-old little Johnny too, he watched maybe some animated Batman films in his time, never really seen Superman. They're gonna go watch the Batman v Superman film. They're gonna go watch Batman and Superman fight it off. Do you think that they're gonna throw some plot twist that Deathstroke is like, what? I mean, come on, you gotta think, like, you just gotta think about it realistically. You're Zack Snyder, you're directing the film, and you're appealing to the most massive audience. You're appealing to the American pop culture, most of which may not even remember, like, oh, who's that old guy, who's Batman's butler's name again? What is it, Alfred, whatever. People, you know, you gotta think of who they're appealing to, guys. It's not hardcore DC fans that read the comics and, you know, watch Arkham Knight and like, oh yeah, Jason Todd fan theory, this, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that, you know. Batman, I promise you, Ben Affleck is Batman. I promise. Trust me on this one, guys. Anyway, guys, am I missing something? Is this fan theory brilliant? This just, like I said, I was laughing. It was a good time reading about this, and this is a cool fan theory. I'm glad that people come up with this. Totally wrong, and the fact that people think that it's right is a testament to a lot of different things. Alright, guys, hope you'll enjoy the video. This is just a kind of a rant video for the day, but I hope you all enjoyed anyway, and if you did, you can feel free to like button and subscribe for more Batman v Superman and Batman Arkham Knight content. My name's Slcmof, and we'll see you in the next video.